Well, with the roof shut, the conditions will be comfortable here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Miami Marlins and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers enter today's matchup with an 11-game winning streak on the line. They'll try to notch their 12th straight. Next, Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Boy, this guy was unbelievably good in his last one. Struck out a ton of guys in an amazing performance, and all of his pitches were working. Let's hope he brings that A game back with him in this one.
Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Hey, Matt, the first thing I notice when I walk into Miller Park is those gaps are super tight. You got to get greedy in a ballpark like this. There's a lot of damage to be had. This park plays really, really tiny at times. So look for this offense to try and drive the ball.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard and good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Settling in now, Christian Yelich. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
So striding forward now, Jose Ramirez. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
In the air to straightaway center field. Giving chase is Brinson. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. The relay, and he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
No, I think everyone should keep an eye on Christian Yelich. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now, and by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Runners on the move for second. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's going to be a base hit, and the Brew Crew has struck first here. It's now 1-0.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Standing in now, Ryan Braun. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. The next 3-2. Line drive to left. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make-or-break moment in this game. When you're playing a first-place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
A dive, and he knocks it down. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force. Standing in, Derek Dietrich. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Again, a 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. J.T. Riddle goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Standing in, Lewis Brinson. He comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. 3-2 full count. Now the payoff pitch home. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Anderson is there, and the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Next for Milwaukee, Manny Pena. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Brinson comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Stepping in, Zach Greinke. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. This is a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, that's a win-win right there. Solid AB by the pitcher after battling, making this pitcher work and executing and getting a result. Job well done.
Into the box, Christian Yelich. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion. Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. 1-1. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. Played on the backhand. Here's Castro for 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Austin Thomas. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Popped up. Anderson over to his left, and the inning is over. Hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. Striding into the box, number 45. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Number 31.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher.
Hey, this guy obviously feels he can move traffic right here. He's taking 2 big swings. He's trying to help himself.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Swinging a soft liner. Oh, and he just throws the glove up there and snares. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Popped up. Riddle has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
So digging in now, Ryan Braun hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. A ball and 2 strikes. high in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Grounded to third. Anderson over to his left. Throw gets Braun at first as he grounds out for out number 2.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
In now, Odubel Herrera. Now the 2-1. Line drive to center field. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
And that's in there, base hit. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. Now at the plate, Manny Pena trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. A bouncer up the middle. Little has it. He'll send it on to Castro at second, and the inning is. Here's Starlin Castro back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro. Sent on the ground out to second. Thomas comes up with it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in to try it again. Brian Anderson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A ball and 2 strikes now. The pitch. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Ready now for the Marlins, JT Realmuto. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Digging in for his second at-bat, Zach Greinke, a base hit in his first trip.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed in his second knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
Stepping in now, Christian Yelich. Popped him up. Anderson shading to his right. 1 out. Stepping into the box, Jose Ramirez. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. 2-1 to Jose Ramirez. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Ramirez is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
Yeah, this is a great spot for him right now. He just seems to have been picking up left-handed pitching great all season long.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
In now, Austin Thomas. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Brinson's in pursuit. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The first baseman, number 5.
Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Freddie Freeman. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Pulled toward right center field. Giving chase is Brinson. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. They certainly know how to. Stepping into the box, Derek Dietrich looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Greinke ready now, the 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Yelich is under it. 1 down. So striding in, JT Riddle. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Thomas right there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. We'll see the powerful Ryan Braun.
Now pitching for Miami.
Striding in, number 45. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Coming to the plate now, number 44 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he struck him out. So double digits now, 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Miguel Rojas will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Miguel Rojas.
Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Thomas will put this one away, and the side is retired. Javi Guerra enters to do the pitching in the
40.
Ready for another shot now. Starlin Castro. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
Up next for the Marlins.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Through 6 1/3, Greinke still working on a shutout. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Digging in now, JT Realmuto. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. No runs, no hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Fouled away.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Derek Dietrich. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. He'll try it again. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. Digging in, J.T. Little. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Thomas fields it cleanly. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Now in the box, Lewis Brinson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Drilled to the right side. Base hit, and the perfect game comes to an end here in the 8th. So close, but with one swing of the bat, the no-hit bid ends here with 2 out in the 8th. Still a remarkable pitching performance nonetheless.
Boy, it sure is, Matty V. Boy, you get that part of the game as a pitcher into the 8th inning. It's hard not to look past getting that last out, thinking about the 9th, D-Row, but they made...
In to score is the runner from first.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
Into the box now, number 44. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And that's in there, base hit. And they will not get him at the plate. He's in there to score, and it's a 6-2 game now.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Row, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Grounded back up the middle. Garcia fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. The Brewers lead this one 6-2. Nick Whitgren is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 64.
Bryce Harper is going to grab.
Bryce Harper.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Looking up is the right fielder, and it's gone as they add still another. Solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. Second home run early in the year, and the lead is now 7-2.
If this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Into the box, Christian Yelich. Hit out towards second, and that's through for a hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first, and they get the double play.
Up next for Milwaukee, second baseman.
Now batting, Austin Thomas. He singled his last time up. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The bouncer to the left side. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side. Corey Knebel comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Here's Starlin Castro. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Ready once again, Brian Anderson. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Up next for the Marlins.
Now at the plate, JT Realmuto. His head-to-head numbers against Corey Knebel. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Now this is foul tipped right into the catcher's glove as he holds on to preserve the strikeout, and there are 2 away.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Miami down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, another game and another night to celebrate another victory. I'm just excited we've been able to be here to witness this amazing streak. There's nothing prettier in the world than good baseball, and that's just what they're giving us.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The Milwaukee Brewers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Zach Greinke earns win number 4 on the season, racking up 14 Ks in doing so. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Final